Hello and welcome to this short video that is going to show you how to format your homework to hand it in for an English class at the Languages Center. So first of all, you can see that I'm in LibreOffice. This is a free piece of software, specifically LibreOffice Writer, although there are many other apps that you can get with LibreOffice. If you use Windows or if you have a Mac operating system, an Apple operating system, then these pieces of advice will be slightly, you'll have to modify them a little bit, but the essence is still the same. Okay, first things first is I have the language of this document currently set to French from France. Now that is not going to help me if I want to submit a homework in English, okay, a piece of homework in English, because if I type something like this, then we see that something and this are highlighted, well, underlined in red, and that's not useful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything. You can do Control A or you can select manually. And I already have English UK, but let's say that we wanted a different language. We would go to More. It opens this up, and then here we have Language, France, and we could go to, for example, English from the US. Okay. And there you go, now it's English from the US. So that's the first thing you want to do. Number one is, now let me just find, can I have, yes, there we are. Okay, so number one is set the language of the document to English, UK or US, whichever one you use, or a different one. It's up to you. So first of all, set the language of the document to English. Second thing to do is give the document a title. So let's say this is a piece of homework for my Discovering Britain class, so I would put B1 plus Discovering Britain. This is the shortcut. This is like the nickname of the course on the Portail des Études. I could type Discovering Britain, but that would be, that would be a little bit longer. I'm going to say we're going to call it Homework 1 because it's the first piece of homework that we did. And then I'm going to put my last name and my first name on it. Okay, so let me just highlight that. And now we are going to save this document. Let's save it here. And instead of Untitled 1, I'm just going to copy and paste, and we have B1 plus Discovering Britain Homework 1 Lila Dantic Yan. Now, the reason that this should be the title of your homework, or instead of Homework 1, we could also have like Class 1 Homework. If the homework has a specific title, if it's, for example, short story homework, you could put that. You could even put Class 1 short story homework. So the full thing would look like this. Any of these are acceptable titles for your document, okay? And as you can tell, I've put it up at the top here, and it's also part of the actual title of the document. So it's in two places, and that is necessary because sometimes your teachers mark your homework on a computer, which means that they need to have the full title in the actual document name, and sometimes they print them off. And if they print off your homework and this is not visible, then they don't know whose homework they're marking, sorry. So give the document a title, both electronically and physically. Okay. Next, what we want to do is write I would say complete the homework. Okay, maybe it's write a short story, maybe it's something else, whatever, doesn't really matter. Okay, number 4, format the homework. Now, let's say that this is a piece of writing. I want my teacher to be able to write notes, to be able to highlight things, to be able to underline things. And if I leave it like this, there is very little space in between the lines for my teacher to be able to do that. Furthermore, I can't edit anything. Yeah, I can't write my own notes because there are so few spaces in between. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find let's see, so that's 12 points, that's formatting, that's justification. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to format and spacing. Okay, so line spacing 1, that's fine, but line spacing 1.5 is better. And indeed, if it all fits on one page and you can get it to 2 spaces, that's the best, because then when it's printed, there's a lot of space. So that's very nice. Oh, also, I might want to put this just in bold. There we go, so we can tell that that's the title of the document. Okay, finally, the last thing you want to do is save the homework in the appropriate, or maybe not even save, but submit the homework in the appropriate file format. Now, this one is in ODT. Now, that's not a problem for me, but personally, I try to mark most of my students' work by printing it off, so it saves me time if you format it as a PDF, if you submit it as a PDF. So I could just click save, or I could click save as. Okay, and here, instead of an ODF text document, I'm going to select, oh, and it won't let me save it as a PDF. That's really, really weird. Let's see if I can't, if I save it in ENS. Interesting. Okay, well, as I said, it doesn't much matter for me personally, but if you really need to save it in a PDF format, there are plenty of free websites online where you can upload your ODT document and it will automatically convert it into a PDF. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching and listening, and remember to set the language of the document to English, give the document a title, both electronically and physically, complete the homework, format the homework with enough space for you to be able to make corrections afterwards, and then submit the homework in the appropriate file format. By the way, with formatting the homework, sometimes teachers want you to highlight or underline different words, or like put them in bold or something. So just here, check that you have followed any and all of the formatting instructions. Alright, that's it. Thanks for listening, and I hope that this has been useful.